Went by Angel, and then he put up this bogus picture of him of like this bodybuilder guy. Hey guys, it's Sarah. I'm doing my last and final video. Well, I don't know. Hey guys, it's Sarah. I'm here to do another video on this is how I met my husband. And then I have little notes so if I forget, because it's been forever since we've been together. I was 15 when I met him, so shortly after I got into freshman year of high school. Lay down. So shortly after freshman year, we got together around February. But how it came, my best friend Karina was chatting on Yahoo chat, and she wanted me to meet this guy. At the time, went by Angel. And then he put up this bogus picture of him of like this bodybuilder guy. Come, sit. But you know, we were 15-year-old girls. So we chatted and chatted with him. And then eventually me and him exchanged numbers. And then eventually I figured out what his real name was. It took a month or so before I knew his actual name. I'm sorry, I'm washing my dog in the yard. But we would chat every night. He would call whenever he could, when he's not working. And then, so that was about 2001, 2002. I was 15, he was 20. I lived on the West Coast. He lived on the East Coast, and we met him on Yahoo chat. So yeah, I don't recommend it anymore. Girls don't meet guys online. I just got very lucky. Oh, and then in a few months, maybe a year later, no, it wasn't really a year, I'd say 6 to 9 months later, he finally came to the West Coast over here. He stayed with my cousin, who lived fairly close to where my parents work, so he just walked. He was just getting there when we pulled up. Rewind, his name turned out to be Elvis, not Angel. But the first thought that went through my mind at that time was, man, he is really short. He is an inch taller than I am, and I'm 5'3", so he's 5'4". So I'm like, man, he is really short. But at least he's a little bit taller than I am. That whole day, we spent the time talking and pretty much making out outside my parents' work. Sorry, Mom, but you probably already knew that. And then, what my parents don't know, sorry Mom, you probably already know, but was that me and him got to know each other very well. Even then. Then he went back home, you know, because he had a job and he had a apartment to take care of over there. So, and he'd come back and forth. But then when I was, I would say 16, one of my cousins either told her mom and my aunt told my mom, or she told my mom. I don't know how it went down, but she's a bitch and she still is. She up and told my parents that me and Elvis were sexually active. And I wasn't going to lie about it, so. Well, I think I actually did try to lie about it. I don't know. And then she sent him straight home. holy shit. Took my engagement ring. Oh yeah, because we got engaged at that time too, when he first came up. So yeah, it was fast. Anna! It was shortly after my 16th birthday when they found out, because it was that summer we were in Seattle for vacation. Then I was pretty much grounded until 18. But I was still able to talk to him on the phone every night. And some nights I would fall asleep talking to him. And then when I was 17, I found out I was pregnant, but I got pregnant when I was 16, and then my birthday, just how I was 17. I didn't find out I was pregnant until 25 because I was stupid, young, didn't think anything of it. And then around June, that's when I found out, and I had to tell my mom with my teacher so she wouldn't murder me. But I graduated with honors, so yay. And then, in August, my aunt was over, and she's like, have you ever thought about asking your mom if you can marry him? I said, well, no, because she said I had to wait till I graduated and I was 18. She's like, yeah, but under the circumstance. So I looked at my mom and she's like, well, you never asked. I'm like, can I marry him? And she said, yes. So that was like the fastest I've ever gotten up to call Elvis. And I think he was at work or at home or something. And I'm like, well, when do you want to get married? He's like, well, as soon as possible. He's like, so we asked, can you get here by as soon as possible? And he thought I was joking. And I'm like, I'm not joking. So my mom actually had to go online and confirm that, yeah. So he didn't have enough money to get back over here. So he had to take the bus. He almost missed his wedding because the bus, like, he took the Greyhound. So, you know, from the East Coast to the West Coast and all those stops. Poor guy. But he made it in time. We got our bands a few days prior. My mom made me this really pretty dress because, you know, being 8 months pregnant and, you know, you're not going to find a wedding dress. She made our cakes. And we had a baby shower after too. So we got married at it's called the Hitching Post in Idaho. And it's like the Quickie Chapels like in Vegas. So we got married there and then went back to my parents' house, had a baby shower / wedding shower. We had our daughter. She came a month early. That or they got my due date wrong. I don't know which. He stayed for Halloween. Me, him, Faith. She was a month old, and then my brother, we all went trick-or-treating. We went as inmates, and then Faith was a puppy dog in the front carrier. It was so cute. But before November, he actually had to leave because, you know, he still had his apartment and a job that he kind of had to go to. But then in 2004, a month later after he left, I came over to New Jersey for the very first time. I flew with a baby for Christmas and left New Year's Day hung over. Oh my god, that was the first time I've ever had a hangover so bad like that. Once the plane went up, I barfed everywhere. And mind you, I'm still 17 when all that happened. And then I graduated in June, July 3rd, 2nd or 3rd, we packed up my parents' RV. They moved me cross country to New Jersey. We stayed there for 1 year. And then my parents paid for us to come back. So, we've lived here since 2006. Back at home. And then we had one more kid in 2007. And then in And we tried and tried and tried and tried for another baby. Finally got one in 2010, lost it. A month later, got pregnant with Miss Kaya, and then shortly after that, we bought our first house ever together. And then she was born shortly after, and then in 2012, we brought in another baby. And then in 2015, we adopted our poodle, Miss Anna. And then we adopted a cat that same year, but like I adopted Anna in September, and then Salem in July. And then, so we have been together for 14 and a half, 15 years. Been married for almost 12 of those years. It's been a roller coaster. It's been, we have our moments. There's moments where I just want to murder him, or I just want to slap him, and I imagine I get on his nerves too. But he's pretty good at like pretending to tell the truth so he doesn't hurt my feelings. Oh, no, come here, baby. So, say hi, Miss Anna. She's being needy today. So that was that. I hope you guys like... Oh, no, don't lick my mouth. If you guys like the video, please thumbs up. Stop. Leave a comment below and always subscribe. Bye.